You walk into the weekly status meeting, you open your laptop, ready to present, and suddenly you realize you are completely blindsided because a coworker failed to share a vital project update. This behavior is a specific corporate tactic known as information withholding. The goal is to create a scenario where you miss a deadline or appear unprepared in front of leadership. By making your performance look unreliable, the saboteur attempts to make their own work look superior by comparison. Standard reactions often backfire. Private confrontations allow them to label you as difficult, while complaining to management without evidence makes it look like you are making excuses for your own performance. To address this, you can use a corporate strategy called the Presumptive Paper Trail. It is a method designed to document their actions and bring the project's true status into the open. You do not need to raise your voice or file a formal complaint. You simply build a communication system that requires the saboteur to either provide the information or take public responsibility for the delay. The moment you detect a bottleneck, stop using informal instant messages and transition strictly to a documented email format. Saboteurs rely on the deniability of unrecorded conversations. A casual message is easy to overlook or claim was never received. Draft a formal email that is polite and highly specific about the project requirements. You start with a clear status update. I am finalizing the project report based on the data currently available. Avoid emotional language. Do not ask why or express frustration about the delay. Removing emotion removes the ambiguity that a manipulator relies on to play the victim. It keeps the focus entirely on the specific missing deliverables. Now you introduce the core of the strategy, the presumptive deadline. This is the phrasing that establishes accountability. Unless you provide the updated figures by 3 p.m. today, I will proceed with this current version. You then add the final detail, and I will note in the final report that no further updates were available from your department. This phrasing completely shifts the project dynamics. You are no longer waiting for their permission to move forward. You are notifying them of the actions you will take based on their current input. By stating a presumptive action, you ensure the workflow is no longer dictated by their silence. To make this accountability effective, you must use the CC field. Copy your direct supervisor or the main project stakeholders on the message. This isn't about personal conflict. It's about keeping leadership informed of the project's progress and the data being used for the final version. Simply send the email and let the process play out. There is absolutely no need for in-person follow-ups. There are two outcomes. First, the coworker provides the requested data immediately to avoid looking negligent. Second, they continue withholding the information, creating a time-stamped record visible to leadership. This strategic use of documentation ensures that you either receive what you need or have a clear record showing why the project reached its current state. Once the email is sent, you have ensured that your progress and your request for information are documented before the next meeting begins. You have established a system of accountability without having to start an argument or wait for a third party to intervene. This approach shifts the project's success from a matter of interpersonal cooperation to a matter of documented record. Professionals do not need to rely on the goodwill of every coworker. They manage their environment by creating clear systems of accountability that make sabotage difficult to maintain.